going on, everybody? Adrian here. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to another vlog. Yay, vlogs. I get to sit here and interact with you guys, hopefully in a more direct manner. I'll be reading out some comments and stuff like that and talking to you about things that I don't usually have the time for to talk about on streams or whatever. So I'm going to be using this video series, I suppose, as a fun filler in between all those news discussions and reviews that I'm putting out for the channel. So I hope you guys don't mind watching me talk about some stuff. And we're going to be covering some games and MMOs here, in addition to talking about what I'm going to be reviewing in the near future and all that good stuff. So bear with me. And I suppose where better to start than with you guys. How have you been? How's everybody doing? What's keeping you busy? What games are you guys playing? And I ask that because, not just from an MMORPG perspective, this year-end Q4 2018 is going to be awesome for games that big release after big release has already begun. What's gone on so far? Call of Duty, the new Call of Duty game's out, and I've been seeing a lot of people play that. Good reviews on that. What else we got? Its competitor Battlefield 5 is coming out as well. Red Dead Redemption 2, this is the big one that I'm personally looking forward to, although sadly it's not out on the PC, so I won't be able to play it for, like, I don't know how long that's going to take to come to the PC. But yeah, bunch of good games. Fallout 76 shortly after that, and this is just for the non MMORPG style of games, and I'll talk about the MMO stuff later on. But hey, out of those lists, what are you guys looking forward to, or what's the one that you're pointing out and say, yeah, that's the one I'm going to be spending some time in? Great time to be a gamer, I suppose. Let's move on to the MMORPG stuff. My MapleStory 2 review is about a week old now, and lots of people watched it. Thank you everybody for giving me feedback on that review and on that video. And a couple of comments from that review here have been mentioning or have requested for me to come up with some guides, some tutorials for the night class. And real quickly, I just want to address this. When it comes to making guides and tutorials for the MMOs that I play, it's not that I don't want to, I just don't have the time, even though I would love to, because guide videos, tutorial videos, not only are they fun, but I also love being able to help new players and players the same way that I do with my reviews, helping players understand games better, looking at the good and the bad before they actually spend their own money and time jumping in. So it's something I personally would do. I don't have the time to commit. And for the record, I've already moved on from MapleStory 2, and I'm already reviewing the next MMORPG and have already got plans about the next 3 or 4, which I'll be sharing with you shortly. So yeah, to both of you that commented on the video, yeah, great suggestion. Something I would definitely want to do in the future if the channel grows and becomes what I hope it can become and what I think the channel can become in the future. Then yeah, I get to spend more time making video guides, tutorials, beginners tips and tricks, that kind of stuff, in addition to bringing more people on board to the channel to help with that sort of content, so then I can focus on the reviews and stuff. So big plans, long way to go. Also, on that video, on the pinned comments, you see me cheekily putting a rhetorical question out there about what to review next. So I guess I'm going to talk about that real quick. Some of you guys have suggested Aion 6.0, which is another Korean MMORPG. It's a classic at this point, and by classic I mean it's almost 10 years old now. And first of all, thank you for the suggestion, and I'm happy to report that, yep, it is somewhere I'll be going to when it comes out. For those that don't know what's happening over at Aion and what is Aion 6.0, the game's going through a massive overhaul in terms of systems and mechanics. Stuff like the leveling is going to be fine-tuned and simplified and made more mainstream, I suppose, for new players and for returning players. Aion in the past had this reputation of being super grindy, super long to get to the end game, and it's got all that stuff you'd expect. Korean game, pay to win, blah blah blah. So a lot of that stuff is being revamped for 6.0 coming out October 24th, I think. So I will be jumping in primarily for work reasons, but as you know, these days, if I get the opportunity to take a work game that I have been assigned to cover and make a review for my own channel at the same time, I'll do it. And the prime example of that was MapleStory 2. That was a game that I was assigned to cover for my job, and I managed to make a video about that on my personal channel as well as for work. So win-win. Aion is going to be the same thing. But before Aion, I guess you guys already know what the game I'm currently making a review for is. It's Lord of the Rings Online. I'm currently doing update 23, Where Dragons Dwell. I guess I'll give you guys an update if you already watched that live stream. And I'm about 90% done with the content. The only thing that's keeping me from releasing the review this weekend, on a Saturday maybe, is that the instance cluster is down. So the update came with 3 dungeons. You got a 2 3-mans and 1 6-man, and sometime Monday they took it down because there was an exploit. And that was a bummer for me because I just hit 120. I was about to jump in the next day and record all my video footage for the dungeons, and I can't. So I'm waiting for them to make a patch or put out a patch, and it's happening tonight, I think. 17th October. Yeah, so it's happening sometime tonight, so I'll be able to jump back in, get it done tonight, and the review hopefully out this weekend. What's next after this? Elder Scrolls Online DLC, Murkmire. This one I'm looking forward to as well, because Argonian lore, Murkmire, it's a first for ESO and stuff like that. The prologue quest so far has been really interesting. The whole breadcrumb questing of figuring out that who or the artifacts that leads into the Murkmire story has been pretty fun. Like I said in my video, it's got that Indiana Jones vibe about it that I really like, and I'm looking forward to it. More landscape content, and let's see what the story is for this DLC. And after that, I only have 2 days. I have 2 days to come up with this review for ESO, and then Aion 6.0 comes out. And, it's not even called 6.0, it's called Awakening or whatever, Aion Awakening, but players refer to the update as 6.0. And, yeah, once ESO's done, I'll be heading over there. So, now comes the time where, you guys... This is a vlog, and I've already spoken about all this stuff to the fine folks that support me on Patreon, and they've already known about the games that I'm about to review, for a while now. So this is the opportunity to talk to you guys, everybody here on the channel. If you guys have any suggestions about games or stuff, or even things that you want me to answer in one of these vlogs, just leave them in the comments. I may not reply everybody, but every morning I just skim through the comments as much as possible. So trust me, you have my eyes and sometimes my ears as well. Alright, so feel free to leave any review suggestions for the next quarter or whatever, start of the next year, January, February. I'm all ears. 2 games I'm also considering during or after Aion. First one is Star Wars The Old Republic. That news video that I put out about the return to the Sith and Jedi storyline, it's intriguing for me because that is something I'm interested in, that storyline. I'm Sith all the way, so going back to that, and I guess submerging myself in a SWTOR environment and seeing and being spoiled by BioWare storytelling game is a very appealing, very attractive proposition. So I'm thinking of renewing my sub, getting through the entire Knights of the Fallen Empire and Eternal Throne expansions. Then I'll make a mini review about that maybe, because I don't have that on my channel. And then I'll wait for December to get to the new content and check that out. So that's something I want to do. So because it's been a while since I've had some proper Star Wars content, and I want to bring that back here. So that's one. Second game, well, this I don't really have a choice. Like I mentioned earlier, I get assigned reviews for work and write about them for MMO websites and stuff. I got assigned EverQuest 2's next expansion, and it's called Chaos Descending. It's coming out November 13th. So this will be around the time when I'm reviewing Aion 6.0. So I'm going to have to juggle the two, essentially. And I've done that in the past. And Chaos Descending, EverQuest 2's latest expansion, is going to be really interesting for me, simply because I've never played EverQuest 2 before. I know a little bit about it. EverQuest 1 and 2, they're completely different games. It's not like the sequel or prequel to each other. They're completely different games, same lore, universe, alternate timeline, or whatever. And I have never played it long enough to, have a proper opinion about the game, besides just visually looking at it and saying it's old. So I have been assigned to cover that, and I will. which means I'm going to be jumping straight into the current expansion level cap when that comes out and reviewing the expansion specifically. And as I did with MapleStory 2, I'm probably going to make a review for my channel as well. So you can expect that in November, hopefully end of November. So needless to say, guys, long story short, the next month or so is going to be jam-packed with the games and content. And in between, there's going to be some news videos coming out this week. In fact, I've got 2 news videos lined up for you guys coming out in the next couple of days. One's for all you Korean MMO fans, action combat fans in Southeast Asia. Good news, I'll bring that up in the next video. And there's also a new MMORPG announced, which uses blockchain technologies. I'm interested in that, and I think that deserves its own video because it's just so out there. So expect those 2 things coming up. And besides that, damn, how long do I want this vlog to go on for? So let's talk about vlogs for a sec. Would you guys want to see more content like this? Me sitting down talking about, you know, stuff coming up, talking about upcoming games, talking about, you know, stuff that I'm working on, or what's trending, what kind of news coming out, all that stuff. Interact with you guys by reading your comments stuff. If this is something that you guys want to see more of, let me know. I'm totally cool with doing it. I can sit down here and talk for hours and just talk. It's not that I like the sound of my own voice, even though as a content creator you're kind of forced into it. You have to. If not, you know, what are you even doing here making videos? So I just love talking about MMOs, love talking about games, and if this is something you want to see more of, let me know. I think I'll give it a couple more minutes because there's one last thing I want to bring up real quickly. First of all, for those of you that have noticed, I am this close, guys, this close to hitting 10,000 subscribers. And first of all, for those of you guys that have been here for a while, and for those of you that are new to the channel, thank you very much for, you know, supporting the channel by clicking that subscribe button, which costs absolutely nothing, and, you know, watching all the videos and the content and giving me feedback about what you liked or didn't like, or about the games themselves, which is really what we're all here to enjoy and discuss and be angry about or be excited about. You know, that's what I want my channel to be. And for 10,000 subscribers, I don't know how long it's going to take me to get there, but the last 2 videos have been really helping. And when that happens, I am thinking of having a big giveaway. I'm still ironing out the kinks. Do I want to have it as a live stream or in a series of videos? But I just want to let you guys know that I'm thinking about a big giveaway. I want to be, you know, giving you guys stuff. Expansion codes for a couple of games, or I'll just buy the base game, the code, and give it to you. Obviously there's going to be, I'll pick like 5 winners from the comment section or stuff like that. So I'm still working that stuff out, but I just want to let you guys know that 10,000 is a pretty significant milestone for me, because when I started the channel, I didn't even think I would hit 100 subs. Honest to God, I had no confidence whatsoever, and here we are on the doorstep to 10,000 people. 10,000 awesome people. So I'm just looking at options here. How am I going to pull this off? But I definitely want to celebrate with you guys. It's a small number to a lot of people. Like 10,000 is nothing, you know. People have 7, 8 million subscribers on YouTube, and half of them don't even read the comments or respond to people in the comments. So I appreciate a lot of everything, you know. So I will try my best to come up with some great prizes. Prizes is not the right word. Rewards, I suppose. I have bought a couple of MMOs from a sale recently that I was going to give my friends, but they have kind of either stopped playing entirely or whatever. So I have a lot of that, like, stuff hanging around that I could just, yeah, you guys have it, right? So all that stuff is coming with 10,000 subs. Hopefully I get there soon, because, you know, I'm just pumped and gung-ho to create more content. So to wrap up this vlog, lots of content coming out, starting with the Lord of the Rings. As soon as I get that done, then I can work on more stuff. Anyway, that's it for me, guys. Again, I want to hear what you guys are playing. What games are you excited about for Q4? With so many great titles coming out. I personally, and you know, this is some of you may find this funny, like Pokemon Let's Play Pikachu and Eevee on the Nintendo Switch is something I'm looking forward to. I grew up in Pokemon, you know, the whole Game Boy Color version. You know, I had Pokemon Yellow as my main game, and seeing that come to life in 3D and being able to sit on the couch and play with, you know, whoever that I grew up with playing it. And I'm laughing because fuck, we're old. And for us to be doing that is just hilarious, but that's what games all about, you know, giving people a joyous, fun escape from the shit world that we live in. So yeah, alright, I'm out of here, guys. So hit the like button if you want more vlogs like this. Hit the dislike button if you do not. And if you're new here, thank you very much for the support. If you're been here for a while, again, thank you very much for the support. Don't forget to click that button, that bell button. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but some people have been saying, hey, I am subscribed to your channel, but I don't get notifications on your latest stuff. What's happening? And I don't have control about that. You know, I don't have controls to give you guys push notifications or something like that. That bell button beside the subscribe button is what does that. So you guys will have to click that, and hopefully that works for you guys. So once again, I am GRM Adrian, and I'm thanking you for watching. Later, guys. Hey folks, welcome to the end screen. Thank you very much for watching that video. If you want to watch more, you can click on the cards at the bottom here, and feel free to subscribe to the channel with the button down there, which will give you notifications on all my latest uploads. Later, Gator.